If it matters to you, it matters to us. Call Tip today on 1-800-938-007.
And you're very welcome back to Tip Today. We're coming to you live from Pearse Street in Nenagh today. Catherine was on to say, good man Jim Ryan, one politician with a brain, it says here, and that's all in higher case as well. So Catherine is shouting at me this morning. Somebody else says, President Putin said that he was prepared for war with Europe. If Europe attacks Russia, it was in response to the Italian defence minister threatening Russia with preemptive stuff going on there. You'll have to let me think about that. 1800 938 007. Now, Kevin McSherry and his wife Lorraine have been running Open Season in Nenagh for 3 decades, and I'm delighted to have them both in studio with me. Good morning to you both, and thanks for coming into us today. Kevin, I've been passing your door for quite a while here in Nenagh, but I've never gone into the shop because I'm not the outdoorsy type. But would you tell me about the genesis of the business? Did it start when you were in college, or the idea came when you were in college?
Yes, I have to give credit now to my first cousin Paul Spain, the builder and rugby player, famous rugby player from Nenagh. And Paul came up with the idea one time. There was a great shop in Limerick when we were young years ago called Nestor's on O'Connell Street in Limerick, and I suppose you'd be in there as a kid and it was full of, well, all sorts of outdoor equipment and stuff that you'd love to get your hands on.
Yeah.
And you'd go in looking around, and I think there was 2 older brothers or 3 Nestor brothers owned it, but it was packed with all kinds of fishing equipment and shooting equipment as well. And they actually had guns down in the basement, so if you could get down into the basement, that was where, you'd be looking at all these items, all the good stuff. Yeah. And it was kind of slightly dimly lit, so downstairs. So there was a real ambience in the shop. And I suppose, at 8 or 10, I kind of probably fell in love with the look of all these things and the feel of them, Yeah. And then I was in college later. We'd done a co-op, which you do, I think, in second year. And I just told you earlier on, we'd come back from France after doing the co-op in France. And I came back owing money. I was paid so little in France. So the second co-op came around, and I was a bit smart, and I told the university I was going to start my own business for the second co-op. So I never really went back to college.
That was the end of college.
Well, it wasn't the end. I went to fourth year and actually never finished the degree. I dropped out in fourth. Well, I couldn't pass the exams.
In fourth year?
Yes, I know. I know. My mother nearly killed me at the time, and. So I never finished. I actually did the final exams, and would you believe I couldn't pass French?
Right.
And I couldn't pass French, so I never went back to repeat the French exam. Well, so if anyone in UL wants to give me a posthumous...
well, it could happen. But you made the right decision, because, the business has been tremendous, hasn't it?
Oh, it has been very good, and very good to me. We've been through one big recession. I suppose we started it coming out of recession in the 1990s. And we survived the big bank crash after 2008 and post 2010. And I suppose we're in the modern iteration of it now after Lorraine came on board and built the website, openseason.ie.
And you took it online about 2019 or so, was it?
I started it in 2018. I used to work in the corporate world, and I was travelling an awful lot and away from the kids and all of that, travelling to the UK every week for work. And then I was made redundant. The company was bought out a couple of times, and eventually my turn on the merry-go-round came to a finish. So I was made redundant in 2018, and when I was off, I was applying for other jobs, etc., clearly thinking I would continue working in some sort of corporate environment or other. But I said while I was off, I would put the business online, which was well overdue at that stage because a lot of our competitors already had websites. Yeah. So the rest is history. I'm still working with Open Season. Really, really enjoying working for myself as opposed to, a big corporate.
But being online during COVID, that must have been a boost, because I know that was successful for a lot of businesses.
It was absolutely. It was almost the making of us. Very stressful. I do remember the day that Leo Varadkar announced that the lockdown, and I was coming back from a funeral in Kerry, which was probably the last social interaction anyone had for a long time, and Leo Varadkar made his announcement, and that all shops would be shut. And of course, all of our financial eggs are in the one basket now. So I'm driving along, nearly having a heart attack, wondering, oh my God, what does this mean for us? And luckily, the website was up and running and established at that point, and suddenly we were hearing the bings of orders coming in, because obviously people were restricted in their movements, and people who had never fished before took up fishing. People who had fished when they were kids wanted to show their kids how to. Everybody wanted to find something, be it walking up a mountain, something they could do within their 2K or 5K. And it really was absolute, going from thinking we were going to, the
how
business
would we pay the mortgage?
We were thinking, how would we pay the mortgage? How would we support the kids? It actually turned out to be the exact opposite. So very grateful.
Isn't it amazing altogether? Yeah, and just for clarity with open season, what exactly do you sell?
We sell a mixture of stuff.
Yeah.
All outdoors. Now, we're not when people say it's outdoor sports, we don't mean jogging or, it's things that are outdoors. So fishing tackle, we've traditionally done firearms, hiking boots, hill walking, binoculars,
right.
All manner of stuff that you can use outdoors. And I have a thing, one of my kids said to me, why don't we do more electronic stuff? And I have a thing about electronic stuff because it gives trouble. When you're using it outdoors, it gets wet. And I said to my eldest son a number of years ago, that's why it's just trouble. Yeah. So I try and avoid electronic items, because we're not an electronics shop.
Yes.
And people are using them outdoors. They get wet, and anything electronic outdoors, it can be troublesome. So
a friend of mine used to describe himself as an analog man in a digital world.
That would be me.
Definitely.
But I wanted Lorraine to tell you about during COVID. We got really busy really fast, and it was one of the most bitter things that ever happened between us. We were packing orders one day. The shop was torn to pieces. We were just packing orders 7 days a week. We had no staff working. We were doing it all ourselves, and we were there anyway. And the two of us went for the same cardboard box to put stuff into.
And we were running out of boxes. There were no packaging.
Yeah,
they were all
everything was under pressure. So we both went for this box one day, and we had an enormous row over a cardboard
box. It's my
box. Yeah.
It was so bitter.
It nearly came to blows.
The bitterest argument we've ever had in our entire marriage.
over a cardboard box.
Exactly.
But
then we had to just get over ourselves and laugh.
It was actually fun.
Isn't it great? Are you doing something special for people listening today in terms of a reason to go into the shop, Lorraine?
We are absolutely. We're offering a 10% discount to any listeners of Tip FM today. So if you go on our website, or if you come into the shop and you quote Tip FM 10, that's the number 10, at checkout, then you'll get a 10% discount on your entire order.
Okay, so Tip FM 10, when you go into the shop, and you'll be looked after. I know you've been kind enough to give us a voucher as well. We won't give it away today. We'll save that till Monday if that's
perfect.
Okay with you. Christmas is coming. What about some ideas for gifts if people want to go into open season?
Well, I've been telling, just to go off that just for 2 seconds, I've been telling Lorraine for years that she was really lucky, that she came to Tipperary. She's from Kerry, and
we're
and then
a mixed marriage.
And then. The Lonely Planet came out a couple of months ago, and you'll know that, Fran. Yeah. They recommended Tip as one of the places to visit in the world.
Yes.
So I had to laugh, because I said the thing that the Lonely Planet forgot to mention, there's a list of miles long about what's great about Tip.
Yeah.
But I said they left out the one big thing about Tip, and that's the Tipperary man. And in my own, and like myself, women have been coming from all over the country for years to try and get a Tipperary man, and Lorraine actually
But I'm
got
sure
one.
you're appreciative of that, Lorraine.
Highly.
So
24
her
hours a
Christmas
day.
present arrived 25 years ago when she got a Tipperary
Very
man.
good.
Yeah.
Well, if we leave that Christmas present aside, what about ideas for people out there if they want to drop in?
I call these my economy barometer.
Okay.
And they're binoculars.
Oh,
and
yes.
I have found over the years that they're immensely popular at Christmas. They're great for farmers, hill walkers, bird watchers. People love a nice pair of binoculars. But it also seems that they seem to sell best when the economy is in a good position.
Oh.
Yes, and it's I could prove it, over the years. When the economy is going well, people like to buy a nice treat, a nice pair of binoculars. And when the economy takes a downturn, I have seen it. The sale of binoculars just falls away to virtually nothing.
It's incredible.
And it's, I know, yeah. But
As a yardstick to the
as
economy.
a yardstick to the economy, it seems to be a product that really...
Very good. What else have you got?
Yeah. So
other
I have-
ideas?
This is a Leatherman multi-tool. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these.
Is this
So
like a Swiss Army thing?
It's like a fancier Swiss Army
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
So here's my own one out of my pocket.
Oh, it's very cool, isn't it?
Yes, it's very cool, but watch this.
Okay. It's a pity this is just radio. Okay,
It's
it
just
turns
radio.
into a pliers.
It turns into a pliers. That'll cut barbed wire in an emergency.
Go on.
And
Right.
the tooth that cuts the barbed wire in this one, I had an original one of these from 30 years ago, but in the original one, if you did cut wire in an emergency, you'd ruin that tooth. You
Right.
see it here?
Yeah.
But with the new ones, they have a screw you can replace the tooth. So if
Oh,
you
I
have to
see,
cut something
okay.
heavy in a real
So
pinch...
this is real practical stuff altogether. So what else does it do?
what does it do?
It's got 19 different
Has
tools
it?
on
Okay,
there.
so
Yeah,
it's
so
a-
there's a
it's basically-
blade which would not be, to be messed with.
So
Very,
for the
very sharp.
outdoors guy or for the fisherman or whatever, this would be fantastic.
That's
wouldn't it? Yeah.
that's a hook remover there,
Okay. Right.
and that's a for
there's-
cutting metal.
There's a lovely
a
gift.
file.
We're just about running out of time. So what
Yep.
some other ideas from you,
Yep.
Kevin, if we could?
Oh yeah, big seller this year. New range of Wellingtons from Scandinavia called Gateway.
Wow, the
Yeah.
fanciest looking.
I have a feeling that you won't
I've
really
ever
get
seen.
the.
Wow.
It's pure rubber
Oh my God!
with
Yeah.
a really nice sole, big grips. We've sold. I've been shocked how well these have sold. And we've reordered them and reordered them.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
Neoprene lining as well, so wellies can have to be quite cold, so
They're
this will
thermal
keep you
lined.
a
Right.
little bit
and
cozier.
zipped on the leg.
Wow.
So they're a really fancy pair
So
of
for
wellies.
people going hunting, you know,
Farming.
all of
Farming,
that,
anything where you're
any
outdoors
kind
for
of-
long periods.
Okay, that'd
Now
be
we
great.
have these. We have them in a couple of different styles. Pocket furnace hand warmers.
Feel that?
So Kevin has one here that's already
it's
lit.
gorgeous, isn't it? Okay.
You can keep that in your pocket if you're watching
So
a match.
warms your hands.
Warms your hands. If you're out
Very,
watching a
very-
rugby
they're
match
only
in the winter, if you're
$12.95 or
farming.
$12.99.
Okay. So these are lovely stocking filler ideas
Yeah.
as well. These kind of things.
Headlamps for walking in the evening, or for if
Oh,
you're
that's
going
a
out
very
getting
fancy-looking
yes,
headlamp, though,
absolutely.
isn't it? Yeah.
And leaves your
All the
hands
best.
free.
Okay,
But they're brilliant.
Lovely. So look, drop in, and you'll be giving people ideas, I guess, Lorraine, if they need
Absolutely.
them for.
There's
for
also,
Christmas
just to
or
mention,
whatever.
on the front page of our website, we have a whole section dedicated to outdoor Christmas gift ideas. So just the front page of the website and
And remember today, what is it? Tip
FM 10 for a
Tip
10%
FM 10
discount.
if you want
that's
to go in
genuine
and get a
deal.
bargain there. But also, a lot of people, you see, they don't know what to buy the fella in their life,
Absolutely.
particularly for Christmas. So
Yeah.
why not go in and get some ideas? Lovely to see you both, and many congratulations.
Thank you very much, Fran.
Indeed.
Happy
Thank you.
Christmas.
News and information's on the way.
Tip FM's Tip Today.
With Slattery's Garage, Puck On. Main Peugeot dealers in the Premier County. And now stocking the full range of the luxury French car brand DS Automobiles. Book your test drive today with Slattery's Garage, Puck On. See slatterysgarage.ie.